UAW, you saved the automobile industry back in 2008 and before. Made a lot of sacrifices, gave up a lot, and the companies were in trouble. But now they're doing incredibly well. And guess what? You should be doing incredibly well too. Stick with it, because you deserve the significant raise you need and other benefits.
Let's get it!
Let's get back what we lost, okay? Yeah. Wall Street didn't build the country, the middle class built the country. Yeah. Unions built the middle class. Yeah. That's a fact.
Joe Biden made presidential history yesterday by walking a picket line with striking workers, the first president in history to do so. Former President Donald Trump is in Michigan tonight, where he delivered a speech at a non-unionized manufacturing plant. The UAW president, Shawn Fain, refused to meet with Donald Trump and doesn't care, saying that Donald Trump doesn't care about the working class, a point President Biden makes in a new campaign ad released today.
He says he stands with auto workers, but as president, Donald Trump passed tax breaks for his rich friends while automakers shuttered their plants and Michigan lost manufacturing jobs. Joe Biden said he'd stand up for workers, and he's delivering, passing laws that are increasing wages and creating good-paying jobs. Manufacturing is coming back to Michigan because Joe Biden doesn't just talk, he delivers.
Pennsylvania's senior Senator Bob Casey, like President Biden, joined striking union auto workers in Pennsylvania yesterday. Joining us now is Democratic Senator Bob Casey of Pennsylvania. He's running for re-election to the United States Senate. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, Senator. And our viewers are very familiar with that map behind you because that's how you guided us calmly through the last presidential election. Tell us what this strike means for American workers.
Hey, Lawrence, thanks very much. I think what it means principally is that the needs and the concerns and the interests of workers are a front burner issue now for the first time in a long time. When you have a president and Democrats in Congress fighting every day to make sure that their right to organize and bargain collectively is protected, that's why we're trying to pass the Protecting the Right to Organize Act, the so-called PRO Act, as well as to make sure that when their workers have a dispute before the National Labor Relations Board, that board is that people in charge of that board are going to be sympathetic to the needs of workers and the rights of workers. So on every front, their interests and their concerns are now a high priority. When I was with the UAW workers in Bucks County yesterday, Local 2177. These folks told me directly what it means to have a union, what it means to their lives, what it means to their families. And they're out there, as you can see in the photographs, in the rain, 24 hours a day to validate those rights. And it's a big risk for them. They don't want to strike, but these corporate executives that have gotten these huge payouts, millions of dollars for the CEOs and very little for the workers. So I was proud of the president that he's leading this effort, and I think it's a good day for workers, especially union workers, well beyond the UAW.
The disparity between what the union worker makes and what the CEOs running the union worker companies makes has never been greater. It is an astronomical difference. It's not what it was back when we were kids. And the idea that the idea that the CEO perspective seems to be we have to maintain that. We can't lose any more of this profit pie to workers.
Yeah, when you look at a comparable time period, I think it was over 4 or 5 years when the big CEOs were getting an increase of something like 40%. The workers are getting barely 6%. And then if you look at the profits of the three major automakers, their profits are in the hundreds of billions of dollars. So this, I think people understand this. I think people get it, but they also want to make sure we don't just move on from this strike. I think they want us to make sure that the playing field is more level, because what Republicans have been doing now for the better part of 40 or 50 years is trying to kneecap unions, to try to degrade or undermine the right to organize. And I think we have a Supreme Court that would take away the right to organize if that case came before them. And you can bet that corporate America is cooking up that case.